Hello, my name is Galila Castellan, and this is my BioJet Fuel presentation. What is BioJet Fuel? BioJet fuel is also known as SAF, and it's a fuel made from renewable non-fossil material that is blended with petroleum jet fuel, which is suitable for unmodified jet engines. Those who helped contribute to the development of BioJet fuel are the U.S. Department of Energy, the U.S. Air Force, airlines, etc. How is biojet cultivated? So SAF is made from waste-based sources like beef tallow, cover crops, agricultural waste, and it is an alternative to jet fuel. And it can also be used as a drop-in fuel, which is a blended ratio of up to 50% of with conventional jet fuel that is used for aircraft engines. One emerging source of feedstock that is used to produce SAF is winter camelina. Winter camelina is harvested in the spring and it's sold to farmers for the oil from the seeds. Winter camelina can then be processed and refined into suitable aviation fuel. So the process is that plants use the sun in order to do photosynthesis, which helps them grow, and those plants are then used to make cooking oils. And whenever that cooking oil is used, it is then collected, and through technology, it is then converted into biojet fuel. And that biojet fuel is then used by transportation. Most commonly used is air transportation, like airplanes, jets, which then contributes to CO2 being produced, which is then used again in the cycle by photosynthesis with sunlight. Where are we in development? So the International Airport Transportation suggests that SAF production is expected to reach a 0.7% global aviation fuel consumption in 2025. There's still many challenges before SFA can be deployed into a larger scale, which includes technological readiness, the availability of sustainable feedstock, and also costs. Some impacts are SAF offers a immediate and commercially scalable option with up to 80% less greenhouse gas emissions on a life cycle basis, and it's relative to conventional jet fuel without having to make any changes to existing infrastructure or aircraft engines today. Camelina is also has ecosystem benefits, such as reducing soil erosion, nutrient runoff, enhancing microbial communities, and providing food for pollinators. Some economic impacts are SAF is more costly than regular fossil fuel, jet fuel, and that's why a lot of companies don't really use it. Some efforts for communication is that are being made is the U.S. Department of Energy, also known as BETO, empowers energy companies and aviation stakeholders by supporting advances in research, development, etc. Also, a few companies such as Shell have information about their usage of SAF and if they're making any effort to change to SAF. Some data that I analyzed is cost and efficiency are a really big factor on why a lot of companies are not using SAF. So what I would do is I would improve the efficiency, cost effectiveness, and also developing sustainable feedstock like algae waste to address these environmental impacts. Another thing is I would collect more data from on-flight measurements to validate emission models and improve the accuracy of control predictions. Some further steps that I would take is I would help fund fundamental and applied research that goes into biojet fuel research, such as for private sectors, airlines, government-led businesses like the Department of Energy or the Air Force. I would also further help fund and invest in the infrastructure that goes into the research and also making of the fuel. And I would dedicate sources that would help with efficiency, lower the cost of research, and the challenges that come with scaling the biofuel. These are my citations, and thank you.